Hey guys, this is Timothy from Master of Memory and Accelerated Spanish, and something that can be both encouraging and discouraging about a language is that it's always improving. You're never done. And that's true of English as well, even if you're a native English speaker. You're always going to be learning new words, you're going to be finding new interesting ways of expressing yourself, and you're always improving in your ability to tell stories effectively and things like that. You always are building a bank of new ways to express anything that you want to say, even in English. If you live in an English-speaking world and are exposed to the language on a constant basis, you're probably growing constantly in these skills. But here's a question. Where are you going to be 3 months from now in your Spanish communication? Are you making measurable progress every week, or are you possibly deteriorating in your knowledge and in your smoothness of speaking in Spanish? I want you to imagine that just 3 months from now, you can watch a Spanish film with complete understanding. Not just the gist of it, but complete perfect understanding. And also, after 3 months, you speak with a very high level of confidence and fluidity on a variety of subjects that are personally important to you. And you're able to hang out with Spanish-speaking friends, share jokes in Spanish, and absorb more and more of the experiences and the culture of your target dialect on a consistent basis, making progress every single week. My team and I want to tell you about a new website that we're opening that will bring you to exactly that. Of course, the first question that you guys are going to ask me is, wait, what about Accelerated Spanish? Hundreds of people have taken Accelerated Spanish, thousands of people have used the free version of the course online. It's a course with a single purpose, which is to learn all the essentials of the language rapidly. We guarantee fluency by building or rebuilding your understanding of the language from the essential foundation up. But there are two cases for which Accelerated Spanish is not the right way to approach your Spanish learning. One, obviously, is graduates of the Accelerated Spanish course. What do you do after you get to that point where you can call yourself fluent in the language and you can converse on basically any subject, understand most things that are being said? How do you take that to the next level? And then second, what about people who have some Spanish knowledge but don't have the time or money for Accelerated Spanish? It is necessarily an expensive course to cover the dozens of training sessions and the custom materials that we provide for all of our students. And for many people, it's exhaustingly time-consuming because of the short 3-month time frame. So what we're opening now, instead of a course with a start and end with a specific goal and a small time frame, is a program, a system, and a community for constantly taking your Spanish to whatever the next level is every single week. And this site, this program, is called the Accelerated Spanish Lab. Within the lab, you're going to be growing in your speaking confidence every single week by getting your own personal paragraphs, scripts, things that you want to be able to speak about with confidence, both translated or corrected and recorded by native speakers so you can practice perfectly. We also have a growing bank of materials for you, not just recorded scripts and dialogues on various subjects, materials to practice lots of areas of interest, materials to practice specific dialects depending on where you're wanting to spend most of your time living in Spanish, but also a bank of jokes in Spanish, which is a great way to accelerate your confidence in speaking, resources to help you perfectly understand Spanish films, books, songs, comics by request. Choose a Spanish media resource and we'll give you the materials to learn it really well. And we're always adding to these materials based on the requests of the people who are in the lab. So here's my call to action for you. If you fall into the category of people who have basically learned Spanish but want to make steady progress for improving and constantly working from a basic level of fluency to a native level of speaking and understanding, the Accelerated Spanish Lab is your next stop. Just go to acceleratedSpanishLab.com and then click Join, and you'll see how you can be a part of it. And not only that, but the first 10 people who join in October are going to get a big bonus from me personally, which is not only all the custom materials that are part of being a member, the private forums where I and my team are interacting with you on a daily basis, and all the custom materials that you want developed, but I'm going to give you something personally from me for the first 10 people who sign up, and that is a private strategy session each month for the next 3 months, just one-on-one with me. You'll get a private call with me to get even more accountability and also to help lay out exactly how you can meet your goals on a monthly basis. So again, that's for the first 10 people who sign up before the end of October. Just go to acceleratedSpanishLab.com, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.